In this video, I'll show you how to sand flat sides of wood with a speed sander in the LWHS wood shop. The speed sander should be used for wood with lengths of at least 12 inches. However, it shouldn't be used for the edges of wood. For those, use the belt sander. And finally, it shouldn't be used in place of the planer because it's for sanding, not for creating parallel wood edges or fixing warps. As always, these videos are meant to be used as a reminder for how to use the machines, and used in addition to an LWHS woodshop teacher teaching you. Make sure to follow the safety rules of the woodshop, wearing a safety helmet, pants and not shorts, tying up hair if it's longer than shoulder length, and asking the teacher before using each machine. To start, you'll want to raise the bed to the right height. The way the machine works is it has a conveyor belt you place your wood on, and sandpaper above the conveyor belt bed, which the wood slides against as it runs through the machine. Before turning on the machine, spin the knob on the side clockwise for larger space and counterclockwise for smaller space. You want the gap to be the same height as your wood. Don't put the wood through yet, but hold it near the opening to see if the gap is the right height. It can take a bit of adjusting to get the right height, but you should always leave a tiny bit more space than you think you'll need, and you can shorten the gap as you go. There's also a caliper on the machine that you can use to know how tall the gap is. Once you have the right height, turn on the machine and place your wood on the conveyor belt, with the shorter edge of the wood entering the machine first. Let the wood go all the way through and listen to the machine to tell if it's sanding or not. Make sure to pick up the wood on the other side. Never pull it through before it's been released from the machine. If it is sanding, you'll hear a quiet rumbling noise, which is what you want. If the gap is too small, the conveyor belt will stall, and you'll hear a loud grumbling noise. This is bad, and you want to make the gap taller as soon as possible by turning the knob clockwise until the conveyor belt moves again. This is why you want to default to a larger height than necessary, so it doesn't break the machine. If the wood hasn't made the sanding rumbling noise yet when going through, turn the knob a quarter turn each time until you hear the noise. Once you hear the noise and know it's sanding, you'll want to tighten the gap in very small increments each time so it sands evenly and doesn't catch the wood. So at this point, turn the knob no more than 1/8 of a turn tighter each time. You can turn the knob before placing your wood on the conveyor belt or immediately after placing the wood on the conveyor belt. Continue this until you have sanded the amount you want. As always, don't forget to turn off the machine by hitting the red button. Here's the final piece of wood sanded. Remember to clean up your workspace once you're done and leave the space better than you found it. If you have any questions at all, please ask the woodshop teacher because they'll definitely have the answers you're looking for. I hope this speed sander tutorial was helpful, and good luck with your project.